to another Power Push module. So these modules are designed to add a lot more expressiveness into your Spanish, to give it a power push. I'd like to focus on the word for who, which in Spanish is quién. Now you'll see quién written both with and without an accent. When it appears just in a regular sentence or a statement, you'll see it without any accent. However, if it comes inside of a question, you will see an accent over the E. Now, this is only for the written language. The sound is exactly the same in both cases. It's quién. Now, more often than not, when you use the word quién, it will partner with the verb angle of he, she, and it. So, for example, what is the verb to speak or to talk? Hablar. And how would you say he, she, or it speaks? Habla. What's the word for Spanish? Español. Now, if we wanted to say or ask, who speaks Spanish here? The answer would be, ¿Quién habla español aquí? So you can see that we're using the word quién and it's being partnered with the verb angle of he, she, and it. ¿Quién habla? Who speaks español aquí? The word for English is inglés. How would you ask, who speaks English here? ¿Quién habla inglés aquí? What's the verb to know? Saber. And what is he, she, or it knows? Sabe. How would you say, who knows? ¿Quién sabe? So this is an important first point. When you're using the word quién, very often it will partner with the verb angle of he, she, and it. So you'll have quién habla, quién sabe, and so forth. Let's try some more. How would you ask, who knows where it is? ¿Quién sabe dónde está? What does he, she, or it wants? Quiere. Now how would you say, who wants? ¿Quién quiere? Who wants it? ¿Quién lo quiere? What does he, she, or it needs? Necesita. Who needs? ¿Quién necesita? Who needs it? ¿Quién lo necesita? How would you ask, who wants to do it? ¿Quién quiere hacerlo? Who wants to go out tonight? ¿Quién quiere salir esta noche? What is he, she, or it can? Puede. Who can do it? ¿Quién puede hacerlo? What is he, she, or it is going to? Va. Who is going to be there? ¿Quién va a estar allí? Who is going to tell me? ¿Quién va a decirme? What's the verb to call? Llamar. How would you ask, who is going to call them? ¿Quién va a llamarles? To express who it is or who is it, in Spanish is both ¿quién es? You would just use again inflection in your voice. So ¿quién es? Who it is. Or ¿quién es? Would be who is it? How would you say I know who it is? Sé quién es. To make that explicit or stronger and say I know who it is, the pronoun is yo. and it comes at the front of the phrase. So I know who it is, making it explicitly clear or just more emphatic that you're really stressing that you know who it is. It would be yo sé quién es. Yo sé quién es. How would you say I don't know who it is? No sé quién es. What is you know? Sabes. How would you ask? Do you know who it is? ¿Sabes quién es? Now say, I don't want to know who it is. No quiero saber quién es. What is he, she, or it has to? Tiene que. Who has to do it? ¿Quién tiene que hacerlo? The verb to help in Spanish is ayudar. We have 3 syllables. I, you, dar. Ayudar. How would you say to help me? Ayudarme. Now ask, who can help me? ¿Quién puede ayudarme? Who can speak Spanish? ¿Quién puede hablar español? Who is going to tell me? ¿Quién va a decirme? Who is going to be here later? ¿Quién va a estar aquí más tarde? How would you ask, who needs to know? ¿Quién necesita saber? What's the verb to have? Tener. To have it. Tenerlo. Who wants to have it? ¿Quién quiere tenerlo? Let's review. As we've seen, there are a lot of phrases that will go with the word quién, and it really does give your Spanish a power push to know how to use it. You can have who wants, who knows, who needs, who can, who is going to, who has to, and so forth. In the majority of cases, the word quién will match with the he, she, it angle of the verb. So you'll have quién quiere, quién sabe, quién necesita, quién puede, quién va, quién tiene que, and so forth. Next up, I'd like to look at the word in Spanish that represents no one or nobody. So this is the same word in Spanish. In both cases, no one or nobody is nadie. We have na, di, e. Nadie. And just like the word quién, nadie will go perfectly with the verb angle of he, she, and it. In other words, it more or less works in exactly the same way. For example, to say no one speaks Spanish here, it would be nadie habla español aquí. So again, you can see for no one speaks, we have habla, which is the angle of he, she, and it with the verb. Nadie habla español aquí. How would you say nobody knows? Nadie sabe. No one knows where it is. Nadie sabe dónde está. No one wants it. Nadie lo quiere. No one needs it. Nadie lo necesita. No one wants to do it. Nadie quiere hacerlo. No one wants to go out tonight. Nadie quiere salir esta noche. No one can do it. Nadie puede hacerlo. No one is going to be there. Nadie va a estar ahí. No one is going to tell me. Nadie va a decirme. No one is going to call them. Nadie va a llamarles. We could even use both quién and nadie in one phrase. For example, how would you say, no one knows who it is? Nadie sabe quién es. No one has to do it. Nadie tiene que hacerlo. No one is going to do it. Nadie va a hacerlo. No one wants to do it. Nadie quiere hacerlo. Once again, what's the verb to help? Ayudar. How would you say to help you? Ayudarte. Now say, no one is going to help you. Nadie va a ayudarte. Nobody wants to buy it. Nadie quiere comprarlo. How would you say nobody has it? Nadie lo tiene. Nobody needs it. Nadie lo necesita. No one is here. Nadie está aquí. One more. How would you say, nobody can find her? Nadie puede encontrarla. Welcome to part 2. The word for everything and the word for all is the same in Spanish. It's todo. So it doesn't matter if it's everything, all, or even it all. It's all covered with todo. How would you say, I want everything? Quiero todo. I want to know everything. Quiero saber todo. I want to buy everything. Quiero comprar todo. I'm not going to buy everything today. No voy a comprar todo hoy. Something we looked at before was for tomorrow. In Spanish, this is para mañana. How would you say, I need everything for tomorrow? Necesito todo para mañana. How do you say, I like? Me gusta. Now, me gusta, or te gusta, le gusta, they all function in the same way as modal verbs. So we can add these to our list. We now have 6 modal verbs with the addition of me gusta. That means that whatever comes after will be the full verb. So me gusta plus whatever verb you like. How do you say, I like everything here? Me gusta todo aquí. How do you say for me? Para mí. It's for me. Es para mí. How would you ask? Is it for me? Es para mí? What is for him? Para él. I have something important for him. Tengo algo importante para él. What is for her? Para ella. How would you say, it's for him, not for her? Es para él, no para ella. This was something we covered in level 1. Once again, it's for him, not for her. Es para él, no para ella. How would you say, I'm going to buy something for her today? Voy a comprar algo para ella hoy. Now to express for you would be para ti. The word for special in Spanish is especial. You can see that we still have the same thing as in English here, special, but in Spanish they add the E at the front, especial. How would you say, I have something special for you? Tengo algo especial para ti. What about, I have something very special for you? Tengo algo muy especial para ti. She wants to buy it for you tomorrow. Quiere comprarlo para ti mañana. She's going to buy something very special for you. Va a comprar algo muy especial para ti. How would you say, it's not for you? No es para ti. It's not for you, it's for me. No es para ti, es para mí. How would you say, I know, you know, and he, she, or it knows? Do all three in one go. Sé, sabes, sabe. How would you ask, do you know if it's for you? ¿Sabes si es para ti? I don't know if it's for you. No sé si es para ti. What's the word for or? Oh. I don't know if it's for you or for him. No sé si es para ti o para él. To express for them, we have two options. It can be para ellos, or if the group is all female, it will be para ellas. Whenever I want you to use para ellas, I'll indicate it on the slide. Otherwise, just stick to the default of para ellos. How would you say it's not for them? No es para ellos. Everything is for them. Todo es para ellas. So let's review now. On this slide we have for me, for you, for him, for her, for them, as a mixed group, male and female, or for them, all females. I'd like you to run down and translate each one into Spanish now. It would be para mí, para ti, para él, para ella, para ellos, para ellas. Now, from this slide, what angle is missing? Well, we need for us. Now again in Spanish, because this is plural, we have two options. The us can be a mixture of males and females or all males, but it could also be exclusively females. So for that reason, we could have for us as para nosotros. So this is all males or a mixed group, or it can be para nosotras. This is a group of all females. Notice that it matches pretty well. We have nosotros and nosotras, as well as ellos and ellas, because both groups are capable of having this particular distinction between them. Again, whenever I want you to use nosotras, I'll indicate it on the slide. How would you say, it's for us? Es para nosotros. Now ask, is it for us? Es para nosotros? How would you say, they're going to buy something for us? Van a comprar algo para nosotras. How do you say who? ¿Quién? How would you say for who? ¿Para quién? How would you say for everyone? Para todo el mundo. From these last few examples, you can see that you can also use para not just when it comes to me, you, him, and her, but you can also use it with other words as well. So we had for who as para quién, for everyone, para todo el mundo. Let's continue with part 5. To express with me. In Spanish, it's written all as one word. The sound is conmigo. You can see the word con here for with. Conmigo, with me. What's the verb to go? Ir. Now, how would you ask? Can you go with me? ¿Puedes ir conmigo? What's the word for when? ¿Cuándo? How would you ask? When can you go with me? ¿Cuándo puedes ir conmigo? Let's try another. She's going to have dinner with me tomorrow. Va a cenar conmigo mañana. The next one is with her. I wonder if you can guess how to say this. Con ella. What is I'm going to? Voy a. If we get rid of the a and we just have the sound of boy, it simply means I'm going. So on this one slide, voy a means I'm going to, but boy means I'm going. There's a big difference in meaning between the two. Let's try it. How would you say I'm going with her? Voy con ella. So here you can see the sound of boy without the a being used for I'm going. Not I'm going to, but simply I'm going. So I'm going with her, voy con ella. Now this same principle will work all the way down the line. For example, here we have vas a, which means you're going to. But if we cut out the a or the a sound and we simply have vas, it gets reduced to simply you're going. So vas a, you're going to, but vas, you're going. For example, how would you ask, are you going with her? Vas con ella. What's the verb to dance? Bailar. How would you say everyone wants to dance with her? Todo el mundo quiere bailar con ella. How would you say we're going to have dinner with her tomorrow? Vamos a cenar con ella mañana. Now to express with you, it will be contigo. Here we have a nice grouping because with me, conmigo. With you, contigo. How would you say, I want to go with you? Quiero ir contigo. Now ask, can I go with you? ¿Puedo ir contigo? How would you say, he wants to speak with you tomorrow? Quiere hablar contigo mañana. I know that he wants to speak with you tomorrow. Sé que quiere hablar contigo mañana. I'm sorry, but he can't speak with you now. Lo siento, pero no puede hablar contigo ahora. Next, I'd like to look at with him. Again, can you guess how to say it? Con él. I'm going to be with him. Voy a estar con él. Now, a question about this. Why did we use the verb estar and not ser in that sentence? Voy a estar con él. Well, it's because we're describing a kind of location that we're going to be with him. Where we're going to be with him. So again, this idea of location, even in that kind of more abstract sense, will force Spanish into the use of estar. How would you say, are you going to have dinner with him tonight? ¿Vas a estar con él esta noche? No one wants to be with him. Nadie quiere estar con él. On this slide, I'd like you to run down the line and say I like, you like, and he, she, or it likes. Me gusta, te gusta, le gusta. Now, as I mentioned before, these will all function as modal verbs. So this will give us our sixth modal verb to use. After me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, you can add on any full verb that you like. Something else that is interesting about me gusta and so forth is that in English we can say, I like to be with him, or I like being with him. They both essentially mean the same thing. But Spanish will always go with this option here by using the full verb. Because remember, I like is functioning as a modal verb, so it'll always be followed by the full verb after it. The point I'm trying to make here is that whenever in English we have this phrase, I like being with him, I like talking with him, I like having dinner with him, and so forth, Spanish will always use this structure up here with the full verb. So these ones would be me gusta estar con él. Literally, I like to be with him, but it will also stand for I like being with him. How would you say I like being with her? Me gusta estar con ella. I like being with you. Me gusta estar contigo. How would you ask? Do you like being with me? ¿Te gusta estar conmigo? In a literal sense, this is it pleasing to you to be with me? ¿Te gusta estar conmigo? Again, how would you ask, do you like being with her? ¿Te gusta estar con ella? I know you like being with him. Sé que te gusta estar con él. Notice that we had another example here where in English you could put the word that in or out. You can say, I know that you like being with him, or simply, I know you like being with him. Now, Spanish will always put it in whenever it's said or implied. Whether or not you say it in English, you will put que in Spanish. So that's why we had sé que te gusta estar con él. How would you say he likes to dance with her? Le gusta bailar con ella. If we take the verb estar, how would you say I am and also he, she, or it is? What would they both be? Estoy and está. So estoy for I am and está for he, she, or it is. How would you say I'm with her now? Estoy con ella ahora. I'm not with her now. No estoy con ella ahora. He's with her, and make the he's explicit. Él está con ella. Do the same thing now with she's with him. Ella está con él. What's the word for there? Allí. I know she's there with you now. Make the she is explicit. Sé que ella está allí contigo ahora. How would you say everyone knows she's there with you? Todo el mundo sabe que ella está allí contigo ahora. No one is here with me. Nadie está aquí conmigo. Who is there with you? ¿Quién está allí contigo? He wants to know who is there with you now. ¿Quiere saber quién está allí contigo ahora. So let's do a review. All on one slide, how would you say with me, with you, with him, with her? Conmigo, contigo, con él, con ella. To express with them, I wonder if you can guess it. Con ellos. Or of course, if the group was all female, you would say con ellas. Again, I'll indicate this on the slide. How would you ask? Are you going to speak with them later? ¿Vas a hablar con ellos más tarde? I don't like being with them. No me gusta estar con ellos. How would you say, I'm with them now? This group is all female. Estoy con ellas ahora. Lastly, I'd like to look at the angle of with us. Again, we have two choices. I wonder if you can guess them. Con nosotros, con nosotras. How would you say he's with us? Está con nosotros. Of course, if you wanted to make it explicitly clear, you could say él está con nosotros. What is he, she, or it needs? Necesita. She needs to speak with us. Necesita hablar con nosotros. Let's try one more. She doesn't like being with us. Here the us is all female. No le gusta estar con nosotras. So, in review, let's run down the line. How would you say with me, with you, with him, with her, with us, with them? With the us and them, give me both options. Conmigo, contigo, con él, con ella, con nosotros or nosotras, con ellos, con ellas. As you can probably tell, we've added quite a lot of power into our Spanish with this module. What I'd like to do now is an end drill where we mix and match it all together. Let's see how you go. How would you ask, do you know if it's for me? ¿Sabes si es para mí? Thanks for calling me. Gracias por llamarme. Everything is ready now. Todo está listo ahora. No one is with her now. Nadie está con ella ahora. She's going to tell you everything later. Va a decirte todo más tarde. Who is it? ¿Quién es? I'm going to buy something special for him. Voy a comprar algo especial para él. He doesn't like being with them. No le gusta estar con ellas. I want to do something special for you tonight. Quiero hacer algo especial para ti esta noche. She wants to dance with you. Ella quiere bailar contigo. Who is going to tell her? ¿Quién va a decirle? It's ready for them now. Está listo para ellos ahora. Thanks for arriving on time. Gracias por llegar a tiempo. Everyone is here. Todo el mundo está aquí. Are you going to sell everything? ¿Vas a vender todo? Is it for me or for her? ¿Es para mí o para ella? I'm not going to prepare it all today. No voy a preparar todo hoy. It's ready. Está listo. He wants it all. Quiere todo. No one wants to pay. Nadie quiere pagar. They are going to have dinner with us tonight. Van a cenar con nosotros esta noche. Who needs it? ¿Quién lo necesita? Everyone wants to see you. Todo el mundo quiere verte. No one is going to help you. Nadie va a ayudarte. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I need you. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo esta noche. Te necesito. No one knows why. Nadie sabe por qué. Everybody knows that I can do it myself. Todo el mundo sabe que puedo hacerlo yo mismo o yo misma. Thanks for everything. Gracias por todo. Thanks very much for helping us yesterday. Muchas gracias por ayudarnos ayer. Everyone wants to know why. Todo el mundo quiere saber por qué. It's not for you, it's for them. No es para ti, es para ellas. No one knows who it is. Nadie sabe quién es. No one wants it. Nadie lo quiere. Thanks for being here. Gracias por estar aquí. If it's for us, I want to know. Si es para nosotros, quiero saber. Who is going to be there tonight? ¿Quién va a estar allí esta noche? Everyone here speaks Spanish. Todo el mundo aquí habla español. They are going to talk with him soon. Van a hablar con él pronto. Sorry, but no one speaks English here. Lo siento, pero nadie habla inglés aquí.